Hi guys, I'm Dr. Ivona for those who don't know me yet, and today I'm gonna talk about cheeks and cheek treatment. So cheeks, it's not secret that I like cheeks. I absolutely love cheeks because they have a significant impact on your entire face. They're big, so they're quite big surface. It's 1/3 of the if we divide the whole face in thirds, will be 1/3 belongs to cheeks, and they are very visible. And because they are big, when they lose volume, that's definitely obvious. Okay, so what happens with cheeks as we age? So under the skin in cheek area, when we are young, it's full of fat pads. There are 3-4 big fat pads, very close to each other without any separation. As we age, and it's been proven that we start aging at the age of 25. I know sounds ridiculous, but the good news is that nothing happens up to nothing's visible up to the age of 35. So that's good. We have another 10 years before it's anything visible. Also, aging depends on your genetics as well. So if your mother or grandmother will always look younger than actually they were, then it's probably you will be the same. But let's forget about genetics now. We can't change that anyway. Right. So when we reach 35, the gaps start to appear in between fat pads. Okay, and we can't stop that. That only gets worse. And by the age of 55, we probably won't have any fat pads anymore. Okay, so they shrink and they separate, and it's kind of ice melting. So eventually they disappear. So what you're left with is bones, muscles, and skin. So sometimes people say, oh, you know what, I have extra skin now. They don't have extra skin, but everything underneath is kind of shrinking. So there's no more fat pads, and the bone resorbs as well with age, which means that's really obvious at the angle of the mandible here. There's no nice definition anymore. It's kind of U shape instead of L shape, and the skin that is here, it doesn't follow that resorption, but it's not growing either. But just as everything else, this bone resorbs underneath, it just looks there is extra skin, but it's not. Also, the gravity does its own job, so all of a sudden you end up like a no volume here. Everything is descending. The bone resorbs here, so you get pre-jowl sulcus, which is about here, and then for people who leave it for long, they eventually end up with jowls. The corner of the mouth goes down, and everything looks a bit saggy. So the good news is that can be treated, and it's like a 15-minute treatment and you're done, and you all of a sudden look much younger than before. You can look probably about 10 years younger treating cheeks. That I think it's real. That's realistically to expect, actually. So how we do that? We treat this area here, which is a zygomatic arch, and it's a bony structure. And it's the most prominent part of the face, especially here in this area. So we kind of create support, placing filler on the zygomatic arch, and that gives that prominence, okay, which we see as a volume. Depends on your age or how cheeks look like. You might need 1 or 2 syringes, depends really. But let's say with 1 syringe you can already create a nice definition. With definition, you also get lifting, and potentially you treat this area here, which is lateral part of the teeth trough as well. So you might still need to treat the teeth trough, but this area here indirectly will be pulled a bit. Also, nasolabial fold would be reduced with cheeks. Sometimes corner of the mouth can go up. Marionette lines, which are here, not really because they're quite low, but with cheeks they might be a little bit affected, okay. So you end up with more volume, more lifting, more definition. And that's all you need to look younger and look much younger. If you put a bit of a makeup on top of that, you just look stunning, okay? Because the volume gives us that youthful look, okay? And why we look very sluggish, just because we lose that volume with age, all right? So cheek filler will last about year and a half. So the manufacturer will tell you up to 2 years. It will be in the tissue. That's fair enough. But I would say after a year and a half, you will need a top up because it won't be visible that much. Okay, and that's a long period considering every other filler, like fillers on the lips. They last 9 months. Teeth drop, they last about the same. Smoker lines as well, up 9 months. Some other fillers, they last a year, but these last the longest because it's a strong filler, because you need a strong filler in this area to give you that prominence and the volume. Okay, I hope I covered everything. If you have any more questions, please text me, call me, message me, whatever is fine for you. And yeah, I wish you a lovely day. Till next topic. Bye.